What's up, Keep Pounding Nation? Thank you guys for joining us at halftime. Uh, let's start with Cam Newton. That foot injury, we don't know much about it. Um, I believe that they just took him out for precaution, and I like the fact that they're jumping on those X-rays and stuff early. That way, we can know exactly what's going on and maybe see him in the fourth preseason game against the Steelers. We'll see. Uh, Running game wise, I'm not too thrilled with that because of our offensive line. Uh, Run blocking wise, we didn't look too good, mostly because of the Pats' pass rushing, though. They've got some really good pass rushers and a decent line, too, that could really push our line. But honestly, the starting defensive line is very, very strong, and we have a lot of new offensive linemen, so that was bound to happen a little bit. We're breaking these guys in against starters, starters versus starters, so you're going to see a lot of heat coming from the Pats' defensive line. I thought they did okay. Right now, my grade for the offensive line is a C minus, mostly because of that reason right there. Uh, yeah, and the sack that Cam took, yes, there was a lot of pressure. Yes, Cam ran with the ball, but that sack was on him. I want to point that out because a lot of people are going to be bashing Cam for that one, or bashing our offensive line, and I just want that blame to go in the right direction. Uh, Offensive play calling is the issue I've got right now because of the fact that New England has really good corners. They were showing out today. They had double coverage on Curtis Samuel. They had in particular the one deep ball before the second half there. They had excellent coverage on him. The first, second, and third string corners are really, really good. They're equal to ours in talent. So, maybe even better than ours, actually. Arguably. So. But here's the positives. The positives are the defensive line stepped up today so far. I'm very pleased with Dontari Poe. He finally showed up. Last year he was just a ghost on the defensive line. Did absolutely nothing for 3/4 of the year in regular season. Now he's back. Now he's back, ladies and gentlemen, with this 3-4 defense, and he's making his mark. Yeah, I saw that very strong push on Brady and their backup quarterback, and I was very pleased with that. That first quarter is a perfect template of what the 3-4 defense is supposed to do, where people are supposed to be, and what they're supposed to be doing. So, as I explained in the 3-4 defense video, the corners are supposed to stop the runs. Bradbury, Dante Jackson were there, followed by the linemen, followed by Eric Reed. And Eric Reed was in pretty much almost every play because he's Eric Reed. I mean, what else do you want from him? But and Luke Kuechly was able to read Tom Brady's plays as usual. Nothing new there. But I was particularly happy with the linebackers. They were in the right spot at the right time. Good coverage, But the people I'm most happy with in that first half, are the corners. Excellent coverage. Whenever they made a mistake, they made up for it in the next play. I'm talking about specifically Corn Elder. I'm talking about specifically Bradbury. Both of them. When they made a mistake in the previous play with coverage, they got burnt or they got beat. And then the next play, short pass, they were there. And they made the tackle. That is what I'm looking for in the quarterback battle. That's what we all should be looking for. The only thing that's still a concern is that draw up the middle and the ISO plays. We're still looking for that inside linebacker to get it done. And I wonder if that's Brian Burns, whether that's supposed to be Luke Kuechly. That was the spot that Thomas Davis was filling. But now he's gone. So who's going to step up? Hopefully Shaq. He's capable of both. That's what he was drafted to do. Pass coverage and run defense. So we'll see. One linebacker I would like to highlight in particular is Hamilton. Hamilton. Now let me tell you about Hamilton. We had a goal line stand, one play, before the Pats scored those 7 points. He was right in the middle of that and got it done. And then the 4th and 1, where we stopped him on the 4th and 1. He was right there in the middle, making the play. Correction, I don't know if he was in the middle of that goal line stand or not, but, Hamilton was making some plays this first half. I'm very happy with that, and I'd like to see more of him on the field later on. Spider Burns back at it again. This dude was pushing and pressuring like a madman today. Just so far in the first half. There's at least half a dozen plays where he was rushing and pushing that line. We're looking at the averages. And I'm liking what I'm seeing. I really am. Also, I want to point out that if Cam Newton had not gotten sacked and made a smart decision on that play, not carried the ball like a loaf of bread, but carried it normally, like a typical quarterback would. I know there's a lot of Cam Newton's supporters out there and a lot of people that are bashing him. There you go. There's fuel to the fire for the people that are bashing him. He needs to carry that ball like an actual quarterback and secure it. I'm not seeing that from him over the past years of his career, and I'm not pleased by it. I pointed that out before, and I'm pointing it out again now in preseason. That is going to lead to a fumble. I'm telling you, if it hasn't happened yet, it will. But, that foot injury, we're going to be keeping an eye on that. As far as injuries are concerned, nothing major going on, and that is an excellent thing. That's what we like to see, and that's what we want to see more of. What you expect to see in the second half. You expect to see that cornerback battle heat up, the linebacker battle heat up. You want to scout the lines, and you want to scout the quarterbacks. I want to see some more aggressive play calling by Norv Turner and this management. And I want to see what these second and third stringers can do. In particular, the defensive second and third stringers. In most cases, New England's depth is way better than ours. So, and it's been that way for the past 5 years that I've been scouting it. Nothing's changed. Nothing's really new. It's just the way Belichick coaches these guys. So, this is a real good test for this team all the way down the roster. All the way down the roster. This is where you finally earn your 53-man spot. If you're trying for a spot and you're trying not to get cut, today's the day to make your mark. Show up. Get it done in the next 2 weeks. All right. That is the halftime video. I will see you guys for post-game and some grading of those players and positions. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, keep pounding. Let's get that win.